Hello and welcome to Anatomy with Dr. P. In today's lesson, we're going to be learning about the accessory digestive organs that are found inside the abdomen. Remember that term accessory digestive organ means that no food is going to pass through these organs, but they play a critical role in the process of breaking down food. The first accessory digestive organ that we're going to mention is the pancreas, which is sitting behind the stomach. Now, to get a better view of the pancreas, I'm simply going to remove the transverse colon and get it out of the way. So now we can see our pancreas a little bit better. The head of the pancreas is going to sit inside the curve of the duodenum, and the tail is going to extend over towards our spleen. The second accessory digestive organ that we can see is located in the upper right quadrant of the abdomen. It's this one here. This entire structure is the liver. On the underside of the liver, we can find our last accessory digestive organ, which is the gallbladder. Now, to see these structures a little bit better, we're going to grab a different model. So the first one we're going to look at is this one here. This is a model of our pancreas. So we can see the pancreas here, we can see the spleen, here's our duodenum curving around the head of the pancreas, and here's our gallbladder. Now, when we look at the pancreas, we notice this white tube running the entire length of our pancreas. That tube is referred to as the pancreatic duct. It's draining all of the pancreatic juices, which are the collective terms for all the digestive enzymes that the pancreas makes. All of that pancreatic juice is being drained by the pancreatic duct over to this shared passageway. This shared passageway is called the hepatopancreatic ampulla. Now, let's break that term down. Hepato. Anytime you see hepatic or hepato, it refers to the liver. So the hepato part is talking about the common bile duct draining bile from the gallbladder and liver. Pancreatic refers to the pancreatic duct. So that's where all of those pancreatic juices are being drained. Ampulla is a wide mouth Roman jug. So this is a wide mouth opening. So the hepatopancreatic ampulla drains bile from our liver and gallbladder and pancreatic juices from the pancreas and exits out into the duodenum so that all of that bile and those digestive enzymes can go into the first part of the small intestine and really help with the process of digestion. Now let's take a look at our liver. So here we have a liver model. Now, when I look at the liver, I'm going to divide it down into 4 lobes. The large lobe here is known as the right lobe of the liver. The kind of smaller one that wings out to the side is the left lobe. Now, to see the other 2 lobes, we need to turn the model. So here we're looking at it from a front view. We're going to turn and look at the liver from the back side. When we look at the liver from the back, here is my inferior vena cava, and I can see this little lobe here. Now, when anatomists saw this, they thought it looked like a tail, and the word for tail is caudal. So this lobe became named the caudate lobe, the tail lobe. The last lobe we can see if we look at the underside of the liver. So here's the front of the liver, here's the posterior side. Now, notice this lobe of the liver kind of is square-shaped. It has 4 different sides. The word we're going to use for 4 is quad. So this lobe is the quadrate lobe. Quadrate because it has 4 sides. Now, next to that quadrate lobe, we have this structure here, which is known as the round ligament. The round ligament, or in Latin, ligamentum teres, is essentially the remnants from our umbilical veins. So those umbilical vein was carrying blood back into the liver and the vena cava. Once we were born and we were no longer hooked up to mom through the umbilical cord, that umbilical vein essentially degraded down into a connective tissue structure, which we can still see running along the underside of the liver.